What's going on, fitness for you junkies and fitness enthusiasts all around the globe? Welcome back to another episode of Fitness for You, and we are in my brand new studio. Today I'm going over the top 5 reasons why you're not losing weight. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my studio. Check this out. It is so super cool. I'm rocking out my Retro Fitness of Pearl River hat. I don't know if you could see it because I'm a trainer there and I love them. Woot woot. Anyway, so check this out. Here are 5 reasons why you're not losing weight. Number 1, lack of sleep. It's plain and simple. So a lot of people have a problem when it comes to going to sleep. I don't know what the problem is. It just seems to be that everybody is so busy and caught up in doing things. So what happens when we lose sleep? Basically, our stress level rises. That means our cortisol levels are going to rise when we don't get a chance to sleep. And what happens when our cortisol level rises? That means that our body is going to start producing estrogen. And when our body is producing estrogen, guess what? We're going to start storing fat because our body is looking for a reason to survive, right? Because you're not getting sleep. You're not recovering properly. You're grumpy. You're mad. You're calling your friends like, I don't like you. It's crazy stuff like that. So lack of sleep is a big reason why you're not losing weight. Number 2, and this is probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest reasons why people don't lose weight, is they're not keeping track of their food. They're not counting calories. They're doing all these fad diets. They're saying, well, I'm going to do Jenny Craig. And nope, I'm not going to do Jenny Craig. I am going to do Weight Watchers. And they bounce from fad diet to fad diet because they don't see results right away. Here's the secret. Here's the crazy part. Keeping track of what you're doing and being consistent about it will produce results. How does that work? So for example, you're eating 3 meals a day, consistently the same thing. Let's just say it's the same type of calories consistently. You eat that for 7 days. What happens? I didn't lose weight. Well, what do? You take those 3 meals and maybe you take 50 grams of carbs out of one meal, or maybe you take a little bit out of another meal, and you see what happens, and you see if your body is starting to lose weight. It's that simple. Your body loses weight when you're in a caloric deficit, not in a caloric surplus. So people are not keeping track, and if you're not keeping track of what you're doing, how are you going to tell if you're in a caloric deficit or a caloric surplus? Check that out. Number 3, your training sucks. I'm sorry, it's terrible. Like, you think you're training hard, but you're really not. And that's not an insult, because I had the same problem. For the longest time, I thought I was training super hard. I thought I was going in the gym and I was picking up a sweat, but then I realized that I'm really not training that hard. I could train a lot harder. So many people are either not putting in enough effort in the gym, or they're afraid of overtraining. Those are the 2 categories. You're very hard for you to overtrain. You're not lifting weights 5,000 hours out of the day. It's just not going to happen. And you can't undertrain. If you're undertraining, right, and you're just showing up to the gym and you're saying, all right, I'm just going to show up to the gym. I showed up to the gym. That means results have to happen. No, it's not, the fact that you went to the gym, it's what you did in the gym. And number 4, you're stressed out. Stop being stressed, right? And when you're stressed, your body is not going to lose weight. Like I said before about being stressed, your cortisol levels are going to go through the roof. And when it goes through the roof, you're going to be like, I can't, I'm going to delete that. You're stressed out. You're going to put on fat. Your body's producing estrogen and it's not getting rid of stress. Plain and simple. That's an easy one. Stop being stressed out. And number 5, you don't have a clear goal in mind. You don't. Sorry. And I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people say, well, I'm just going to lose weight. And then they just go and they run a marathon. They just do it. They just go. And then they fall on their face. And when they fall on their face, they realize they really didn't know where they were going in the first place. When you have a goal set in mind, it gives you the capability to take a step back and say, okay, what else can I do to assess this goal? I have a place I want to go. What do I have to do it? It keeps you on track. So that is my 5 tips as to why you are not losing weight. You guys know the deal. Love your body, love your mind, and love your soul. And stay happy.